Welcome back to JJ International. I'm Jaime Salazar, and today we're diving into one of the most powerful sets of tools the U.S. government uses to fight organized crime, which is the RICO, money laundering, and federal conspiracy laws. Whether it's cartel, gangs, corporate fraud, or even political corruption, these laws are how federal prosecutors take entire organizations down. So let's break them down clearly and practically so you can understand how they work, who they're used it against, and what they mean for businesses and obviously the legal risk that they have. So, what is RICO? 18 U.S. Code 1961 through 1968. RICO stands for the Racketeering, Influence, and Corruption Organizations Act, which is was passed in 1970. It allows the federal government to charge individuals or groups not just for individual crimes, but for patterns of criminal conduct as part of an organized organization. To be charged under RICO, the government must obviously prove a person committed at least two qualifying crimes called the predicate acts, you know, within a 10-year period as part of a criminal enterprise or ongoing organization. And the predicate acts include obviously drug trafficking, money laundering, fraud, extortion, bribery, human trafficking, murder, kidnapping, and arson, mail, and wire fraud. RICO allows prosecutors to connect many crimes across multiple defendants into one powerful case, often resulting in major convictions and asset forfeiture. And let me give you just an example of RICO in action for say. In 2023, members of a gang in California were charged under federal RICO for a series of drug deals, shootings, and money laundering operations. The prosecutors didn't have to prove every member committed each act, only that they contributed to this criminal enterprise. And the result were that there were multiple convictions, millions in forfeit assets, and a long federal sentences. That's what happened. What is money laundering? 18 U.S. Code 1956. Money laundering is when someone tries to hide the illegal origin of money by passing it through legal businesses, bank accounts, or foreign transactions. And one of the most common scams is using shell companies or cash heavy businesses to clean drug money, structuring deposits to avoid reporting thresholds, sending funds abroad to disguise criminal proceeds, running fraud or scam revenue through multiple accounts. Federal prosecutors can seize property, freeze assets, and add serious criminal charges on top of other offenses. Conviction can lead to up to 20 years in prison and heavily fines. Assets can be forfeit, home, cars, bank accounts, crypto, whatever it is. And what is exactly conspiracy? 18 U.S. Code 371 and others. Conspiracy is one of the most common and flexible federal charges. It means that two or more people agree to commit a crime, and at least one took action towards doing it. You don't need to commit the actual crime or be present at the scene, even uh, succeeded in completing the crime, as long as there was an agreement plus the government can charge everyone in the conspiracy. And this is how obviously prosecutors tie drivers, lookouts, recruiters, and financial facilitators together and give them all serious federal exposure. Now, why these laws actually matter for businesses and entrepreneurs? You may think these laws only target cartels or street gangs, but in fact, in reality, small businesses, owners, consultants, or employees can get swept up in RICO or conspiracy investigations when um, they unknowingly launder criminal funds. They process suspicious transactions. They look the other way during illegal activities. They associate with groups under investigation. And again, willful blindness is not a defense, guys. Okay. If you profit or assist, even indirectly, you may be liable. Okay. So be careful with that. How do you stay safe from that? Obviously, number one, but you have to know your clients, right? Verify the source of funds. Um, Keep detailed financial records. Train your staff to spot red flags. Don't agree to just sign off on suspicious deals. Report any criminal behavior if discovered, and obviously cooperate with the authorities. Let me give you a real case study of a small business plus its conspiracy charge. A freight forwarder in Texas was indicted in 2024 for conspiring with the cartel to ship controlled substances labeled as agriculture parts. Although he never touched the drugs, his knowledge of the real cargo and his forged export documents led to a conspiracy conviction. He was sentenced to 12 years in federal prison and forfeit, and everything was forfeited of his business assets. Okay, so just by the simple fact that he conspired to, you know, make false documentation, false declarations, that's it. That's it. You're in trouble. Again, keep it in mind that the RICO money laundering, any conspiracy laws are extremely powerful tools, and they're not just for mafia movies. They're used every day in courtrooms across the United States, and anyone who deals with money, business, or network should understand how they work. Okay, so be very careful, and don't forget to like, subscribe. If you learned something new today, and share this video with others in the legal or business world. This is Jaime Salazar with JJ International. Stay smart, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next time. Okay, just keep you know tune into our channel, and again, thank you everybody for continue to your for your loyal support. Okay, and again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our next upcoming video. Thank you very much.